Okay, so this is what's left after the aftermath of taking this poor drill press apart. Just to have a little bit of a close-up. So at least I got the pulleys off, because that's going to come in handy if I still choose to use the belt drive. If I don't just upgrade and use a VFD. If I do that, then both these pulleys will probably become obsolete. Yeah, okay, so everything looks well, everything doesn't look intact, but I suppose we'll have to do what we can. I cleaned up this surface over here a little bit, chipped off the most part of the rust, and this part I just used a grinder so you can actually see where I stopped. So you can actually just see all the caked on rust that we've got there. So hopefully we can get this surface reasonably flat. Maybe perform some scraping or sanding, or try and get it as flat as possible. I'm sure we'll be able to do something to get that back into working order. That's the rest that you can adjust up and down. And there's the foot piece that the whole drill sits on. It's also quite rusted. So yeah, that actually doesn't look too bad from here. And then this is the upright. Also doesn't look half bad considering what it's been through. Yeah, so everything came apart. I had to use some persuasion with a hammer and some wooden blocks, and other places no wooden blocks, just brute force. The motor is obviously total. We won't be able to use that, but the spindles and all that still looks okay. We've still got the spring over here, which is working, or it's intact. I'm not sure what damage got done to it with in the fire, but still springy. For the most part, I don't think the drill was actually exposed to that much heat. Obviously was enough to melt the wires and stuff, so yeah. Okay, so what I'll be doing now is I'll just be sorting out through the parts, decide what I'm going to use, decide what I'm going to chuck out, and then we'll see what's left afterwards. Okay, so this is what I've decided to keep, and this on the floor we'll just throw that away. This is the motor, so the motor is completely gone. I had to cut off the shaft to get that one flat pulley off, the flat belt pulley, this one over here, I suppose I could have tried another method, but I didn't think I was going to use the engine anyway, so I cut that off. And then that's just the guard of the motor, and then this was the front part that came on the front of the drill's body, where the spindle and stuff goes into. And that housed the controls. That's probably going to be my best guess. Maybe 1 or 2 lights, on and off switch, forward and reverse, or something like that. So yeah, I didn't think I'm going to use this again. I'm actually not sure what this was. If anybody has any kind of idea what kind of drill press this was, if you've got a name or a model number or something, then I suppose that'll be great, because I've got no clue. There's no plate or anything on here. So yeah, that's trash. That's just the handles that came out of the lever to move the spindle up and down with. I suppose I will just remake this whole thing, all 3 of these, make some new ones. Looks like it's standard thread. So yeah, that's scrap. So let's get rid of that, clean up, and start afresh.